Back, Whitlock and Wiley, Eric Dickerson and Josh Norman are back. Time for a big story. Let's now move to New Orleans, where the Rams came back to beat the Saints and advanced to the Super Bowl yesterday, but not without some controversy. Late in the fourth quarter, the refs missed what many people consider clear pass interference call in the red zone that would have helped ice the game for the Saints. Instead, the Rams got the ball back, tied the game, then won it in overtime. Afterwards, Sean Payton addressed the play and his talk with the league about what happened.
For a call like that not to be made, man, it's just hard to swallow, and then to get a phone call. We spoke initially, then I called to follow up, and first thing Al said when I got on the phone, we messed it up. Listen, it's a hard job for those guys because it's happening fast, but I don't know if there was ever a more obvious pass interference call that, here it is, the NFC Championship game. So, tough one to swallow.
I didn't play the ball. If I would have played the ball, then it would have been a different story. But since I just went straight to him, and when I seen his hands go up and I hit him, I just heard the crowd go crazy, and I was like, oh, this is a flag. And then I got up, he said incomplete. I was like, oh.
Obviously, in a situation like that, where it seemed like everybody in the world saw it, it's tough. There's a lot happening out there, and it happens very, very fast. Obviously, if they were replaying pass interference or, whether somebody was hit early before the ball got there, then I'm sure that would have been reviewed today, and it would have been found that that was PI.
According to the Washington Post, this offseason, the NFL will consider making pass interference reviewable. I disagree with this move completely. First of all, I think this is an optical illusion. When I watched the game live, my first thoughts were the DB was stupid. The ball was past the receiver and wide. It wasn't catchable. And I was like, why did he even make a play? Because the ball was off target. Now they show you this replay, and from the angles they show it to you, it looks like he hit him before the ball got there. I don't believe that. Now listen, was it helmet to helmet, and could they have called that? Absolutely. Pass interference, I don't buy it. And that's why replay is not infallible, and I think some of this is an optical illusion.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Let's not expand replay for those same reasons. Imperfect beings will be the ones reviewing in replay systems. So if you want to expand it, it's funny, we're still going to have an imperfect world because there's an imperfect person making the value judgment on even things that are reviewable, which is interesting because Bill Belichick's been on record saying all plays should be reviewable. All right, Belichick, we watching the game live, and it's on DVR, too, because it's going to take that damn long to go through an NFL game if they get to review everything. Plus, in the trenches, where the real men live. You know what I'm talking about, Josh?
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Josh's like, nah, not down there. We got a penalty on every play. If we going to start reviewing and not reviewing plays, that's going to be an issue in terms of time and in terms of effectiveness. So my only 2 cents is to say, if you're going to expand replay, do it with the technology, which is when a referee throws the flag. As soon as the flag is thrown, in that instant, someone back in New York is reviewing what that flag is. And then they buzz that same referee in the quickest moment possible and says, yes or no. That's it. And then either you pick up the flag or you go with that. Other than that, we go into this television screen under the booth in the monitor, take it forever. Forget all that. Don't expand it for those reasons.
No, I don't think you do. I just don't. I feel like if that's the case, you're going to say for holding to. He grabbed his face mask. I mean, I just feel like...
Is this you or the Rambassador talking? I agree with you. Is this you or the Rambassador?
Look, the Rambassador, when I saw it yesterday, I'm like, that should be pass interference. But it happens so fast. When they showed it on replay, slowing it down, it looked like pass interference. It really did. Slowing it down. But you know how it is out there. Both of y'all, that stuff happens like that. Yeah. Like super fast. They just hit. And if he'd have turned around, it'd been no question. But I still think that, the replay, you can't replay everything. You just can't. Like I say, did he have his face mask? Did he hold him? I mean, you can't do that. That's going to really slow game. Then it takes the human element out of football.
I mean, greatness, Marcellus, Whitlock. God.
Wait a minute. Wait a
God.
minute. Them accolades and adjectives again, greatness. Why
I didn't do that. In the trenches, big time. I just had to, man. Every time. This my guy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, literally, I'm on the defense side of the ball, and I'm a defensive back. So the perspective of where I'm coming from is two worlds. And yes, it is a big call. What about when you call pass interference when you don't touch the guy? What about that?
Yeah, but we ain't gonna make that play right there.
But literally that play in itself, I mean, yeah, that's clearly pass interference. He even told you he did.
Yeah.
So when you don't get a buzzer down about that and the whole world see it, that's a bad look. That's for the league. So you got to figure out a way to where if that's not a play to call, then what is? Because right now it looks like some fishy stuff going on.
No, and I want to say that there's nothing fishy about what happened here, in my view, other than, I'm telling you, the referee on the spot was like, ball's not catchable, it's a bad pass. It wasn't interfering with this dude's ability to catch that ball.
Are you kidding me? He ran into him.
I promise you. The ball was by him. Trust me on this.
He got to have super stretch on to catch that ball.
No, the ball was by him.
He got to at least try to get to it.
And so they no-called that, and then they said, do we call helmet to helmet? And it's like, no, we're not getting in this.
Bang, bang.
It's bang, bang, and we're not getting in this. I don't think this is in any way trying to put L.A. in the Super Bowl. I don't think the referees weren't given bad instructions. They were given great instructions because up until this point, they had stayed out of it, and it was a great, clean, relatively clean game. And I know they missed the face mask on Jared Goff at the other end, but I just don't. I'm for massaging the rules and to me, allowing more contact between receiver and defensive back is the direction we need to go, not more pass interference and just handing out first downs like Halloween treats. That's what's
going on.
That's what's going on.
Just saying.
I'm for allowing more contact, and I am for you can challenge, perhaps. Add this to the challenge deal. But just more replay, nah.
Yeah, I mean, look, watching that Saints game, it looked more like the NBA playoffs than it did NFL playoffs. Because like you said, they swallowed their whistle. They were just like, hey, go play. I mean, there are
I loved it.
I don't love it because you know what? You set the tone in the regular season. I need the regular season to be exampled in the playoffs. I need to see that because, look, a foul's a foul. And I hate when we say high leverage moments, hey, that is not a foul. Hey, if you foul me, bro, if you committed pass interference, you committed it first play, first down, fourth quarter, it's the same for me. So when we saw memes going out there, all the face masks against the Saints, and we saw the meme where they had a face mask against the Saints twice. One time they stepped on the head. One time they went when the play clock was 0. And it's just like, they swallowed their whistle a little too much for me.
They did, but you can kind of feel the environment and the temperature of the game, how it's going to go at the beginning of it. When you go over and talk to the refs and shake their hand, and they be like, hey, we're going to have a good game, right? We're going to have a good game today. So it's like, okay, well, they're going to let us play a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to let us get out there and get after each other. But as a defensive back, I can say that in that position, we're going to get in front of you. We're going to try to interfere you because we'll never give you that 15 yards or give you that whatever spot foul is instead of giving you that touchdown. And you got to get that.
Al Riveron, that's who Sean Payton talked to back in New York.
The one that we've never won with. The Rams are 0-8 with him. We're 0-8. We finally got a win with him. They petitioned to get him off that game because we've never won with him. So then, I mean, he wouldn't have won if that played happened. Wait. You know what they like to say?
Y'all would have lost. That would have been first and goal at the 5-yard line with one timeout for the Rams. They would have made you waste the timeout. They would have ran the clock down to 5 seconds, kick the field goal and won.
Now, is it a guarantee?
Yes.
Guarantee if they'd have ran in for a touchdown pass? Guarantee.
Not a touchdown. They don't need a touchdown. Y'all wouldn't have been able to go back and score like you did with 141 to go.
You wouldn't
have had the ball again.
We would have got about 40 seconds.
No, they would have wasted all the time on y'all. They would have ran the ball 3 times.
That would have decided the game.
That's game.
That would have
decided the
10
game.
seconds left.
Yeah, that hat got to come off.
It is. No, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, man.
The hat stays on.
It's heartbreaking.
All right, coming up, the refs are taking a lot of heat for the Saints' loss. But is Sean Payton actually to blame for how it all played out? Find out